All right, so we're going to go a little Euphoria. Okay, so you have, it's a high school. You have the drug underculture, violence. You have a lot of different genres, let's say. Well, with the one, what were the challenges doing the sound for that?
Oh boy, what weren't the challenges? No, it was honestly so fun. Everyone was so great to work with. The music, so we worked on season 2 and not 1, so we knew we were coming into something that had such a big fan base, such iconic score from Labyrinth. But there's a lot of sexual activities in this show that need sound to them, and that's probably one of my favorite, not favorite, but it's like when I tell stories about Euphoria, it's always funny because I'm like, I'm in a room with the director and executives of HBO, and we are meticulously crafting some very interesting sounds, and I'm just sitting there like, this is my job. This is what I'm doing in a room full of people that I would be embarrassed to tell my parents about. So it's all for the art, and it's really fun, and everyone's so professional about it, and it's really exciting.
Was there any episode or sequence that you were particularly proud of? Like, oh my God, this was hard, but we pulled it off.
Oh, absolutely. So season 2, episode 5, we call it Rue on the Run, and it's Rue is basically running from the police because she robs some jewelry from a house to pay some drug debts that she has, and she thinks the police are there because she robbed a house, but really she's this drug addict that they found on the streets. And so it's almost like this Ferris Bueller sequence where he's running from the backyard to backyard. So it's so fun because you have a quinceañera that she runs through, and you have the mariachi band playing, and then we have a guy who's listening to old music, and he has chickens everywhere. And then we have a backyard pool party. And then we have another backyard with all these little chihuahuas yapping at her as she runs by. So it was like a parade of very unusual backyards happening at 12 o'clock at night. And it was really fun to work that sequence out.
And the question we're asking is, when did you know early in life when you could actually do this as a career? Like you could transfer your love of it actually to making a career.
Yeah, so it's funny, I originally wanted to be a veterinarian, and I interned at a vet hospital all through my high school career, and 6 months before graduation, I was like, I want to go to film. It's like, Mom and Dad, I'm not going to be a doctor anymore, I'm going to go to film. And of course they were like, oh boy, and they were like, okay. So they supported me, but I made videos growing up. We would make silly, just videos in my neighborhood. But I actually started as a video editor in school and did a lot of visual effects. And I didn't even know audio, I didn't even think of audio as a career path until I took my first post-production sound class. And we went to a field trip to my teacher's studio, and we walked in, and it had this huge console with all these flashing lights and faders and buttons. I thought I was in the cockpit of a spaceship, and I was like, this is amazing looking. I was like, I want to know what every button does. I want to be the guy that can sit at this chair and just know what he's doing, because I thought that was so impressive. And that really was the spark of my audio journey. I was like, I want to know everything about audio. It seems complex. I'm a very technical guy. I love technology. And so that really threw me into wanting to learn everything about audio, and then it just snowballed from there. So yeah.